Show it, please. Mr. Magruder, Mr. Holmes, Dr. Watson. Are you all right? I'm sorry I asked you this weekend. I'm afraid I will not get out alive. None of us will. Our immediate problem is how do we get out of this room? The doors are solidly bolted and the shutters are steel. There is a way out. Oh? A passageway. Well, I wish I could tell you. All I know is that there is one. The manor is honeycombed by secret passages and stairways leading everywhere. Open the gate, my good man. Holmes, quickly, come here. If we shouted, he'd never hear us. Well, it's comforting to know that Lestrade's here. I'm sure he'll find us. Well, I only said it to sound hopeful. What the devil does he want, especially now?
Send him in, we'll find out.
Inspector Lestrade of Scotland Yard.
Good afternoon, Inspector. I'm Vincent Chesney, Mr. Magruder's personal secretary. This is Miss Collins, Mr. Magruder's nurse, and this...
Wait a minute. I'll work it out for myself. You, sir, are Mr. Malcolm Magruder. Have you come here because of the Kimberley case? Yes, sir. The Commissioner has asked me to convey to you his respectful request that you put a halt to your letter writing, that you stop trying to convince everyone that Mr. Kimberley has been murdered, and you cease attacking Scotland Yard. Yes, agreed. It was all a mistake on my part. Tell the Commissioner he will not hear from me again, and thank you for calling. Right, sir. Our investigations have proved conclusively that Mr. Kimberley died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. So I know that now. Thank you for calling, Inspector. Chesney will show you to the door. Well, it isn't as if we at Scotland Yard hadn't looked into the matter thoroughly. We had 5 investigators working on the case, full-time. I appreciate that, and I'm satisfied with their conclusions. It was an accident. Sorry I made such a bother. Perhaps we'll meet again one day and under better happier circumstances. Excuse me. What is it? Is it here? Chelsea?
What is it? They've arrived. But the inspector... I know. Archie and I'll get rid of him.
No, wait a minute. Let him stay. The Frenchman will feel all the more secure with someone from Scotland Yard as a witness.
You mean give it a sort of official blessing?
Inspector, I wonder if you would do me the honor of remaining here while I conclude a business affair. There is a certain amount of cash involved, and your presence will be most appreciated. You mean you want me here while you handle one of your famous business deals? Exactly. And it's always good to have a man such as you, honest, upright, incorruptible, to keep an eye on things while money changes hands. Yes, of course. Delighted to be of service. Mr. Chauvet and Mr. Ribot.
Watson.
Yes.
Look at this.
Look at what?
Doesn't it strike you as odd that the date on this plaque is written entirely in numbers? Normally it would say the 9th of June, 1848, in words and numbers.
Yes. Well, that's not the customary way to inscribe a date.
What do you think it means? It's the code to a combination lock.
But there is no combination lock in this room.
I think there is.
Gentlemen, I think you'll find that everything's in order.
You. But we must know exactly what we are receiving for the money we are paying.
You'll find that everything's listed. The Magruder vineyards, including the chateau and all equipment and machinery.
And the existing stock of wine?
Yes, that's included too.
Come, gentlemen. We're only talking about £100,000. That's hardly a sum worth dallying about. Isn't that right, Inspector Lestrade?
100,000? No, hardly worth dallying about.
Perhaps in England, but in France, it is beaucoup d'argent.
Ah, oui.
Holmes, can't you play something with a bit more melody?
Yes. The melody of a combination lock. Come here, Watson. 88 keys on a piano keyboard. And each one of those numbers corresponds to the number of a key.
Are you certain?
No. But let's find out. 9, 6, 18, 48. Candles.
Sorry, Mr. Magruder, but we're going to have to leave you here. Well, that's all right, Mr. Holmes. And congratulations. A splendid piece of work.
Oui, it is correct.
Very well, gentlemen. Would care to affix your signatures?
You too, monsieur.
Please hurry, if you don't mind. You're exhausting, Mr. Magruder.
So that's what £100,000 looks like. Amazing.
Gentlemen, I think you'll find that everything's in order.
Lestrade, don't move. Don't say a word. Holmes? I said don't say a word. I'm with Watson on the other side of you in a passageway. Listen closely. Magruder and Chesney are imposters. They're working with the nurse in fleecing the Frenchman. Do you have a gun? Now you can nod your head. You've got to stop them. How? The money. Tell them it's counterfeit. Counterfeit? Just do as I say.
Halt! That money is counterfeit.
What?
Those Frenchmen are counterfeiters. The money is counterfeit.
What is he saying?
This stuff is worthless. We can cheat. Those men are international criminals. They're not even French. They're German. I've been tracking them all over Europe.
What is he saying? Shut up, you thief!
Magruder has a gun. Tell him you need it. Go on.
Mr. Magruder, may I have your gun, please?
How do you know I have a gun?
Because Holmes... Because a man like you, a multi-millionaire, would naturally have a gun. Because I don't want these two scoundrels to escape.
What is he doing? He's mad, no?
The French are innocent. Forget them.
What? You see? He's talking to himself.
Point the gun at Magruder, Chesney, and the nurse. Just trust me, Lestrade.
All right, the three of you, raise your hands and move round to the front of the desk.
What are you doing? You just said...
I know what I just said. Just do what I just said.
You see? He is mad.
Hold them there. It'll take us a few minutes to get round to you. Well, Watson, shall we go?
There are 5 witnesses who will swear that Lestrade solved the whole case on his own.
7. We'll swear it too.
And those are the reasons, Mr. Holmes, why I suspect Fred Kimberly was murdered.
Mr. Magruder.
You agree with me?
No. I believe your suspicions are groundless, figments of your imagination.
You do?
In this instance, I believe that Scotland Yard has done an excellent job.
Well, thank you, Holmes.
Inspector Lestrade, if Dr. Watson and I may join you in your carriage, I believe we could reach London by nightfall.
You mean you will not take the case?
That's correct. There's nothing more to be done.
What is the world coming to? I'm kidnapped in my own home. You refuse to work for me, and I have to find myself a new nurse. Dreadful. Dreadful.
Good day to you, Mr. Magruder.
One other thing. Mr. Holmes, Dr. Watson, Inspector Lestrade, thank you.